Hello, and welcome back to the OC Pokemon Podcast. My name is Matthew, your Pokemon Dungeon Master, and I would like to welcome you to our Too Low Quality Did Not Listen. This is a sort of short recap where I go ahead and narrate everything that happened as opposed to making you guys listen to a sort of a poor quality, we did record on our phone version of our D&D session. So this is to sort of help me pump out more content as well as spare you the sort of bad ASMR is one way to put it. So let's begin. Last we left off, the gang had successfully saved Rose City and the Green Tower while helping Professor Dogwood recover her memory thanks to Jenny's rainbow feather. Jenny then learned that the Folium foliage, a rare plant, was the key to her future, and after resting up and getting some new Pokemon companions, the party decided to train up. Their last fiasco with Penny proved that Cooperai was a dangerous group that would not hesitate to kill them should they meet in battle again. The party then undergoes a new mechanic for myself to prepare Pokemon between each long rest, where they announce the 6 Pokemon that they would like to prepare with their new Pokewatches, all before undergoing training. During their training, their Pokemon were able to get some buffs to HP and ability modifiers, and some even with evolutions. It's not really that important. It was really sort of mechanical hotfixes for me to sort of kind of cover up with kind of flavor as training. Since the difficulty was getting higher up and this was all sort of homebrewed, meant I had to overcompensate for some areas versus others. But the players were ultimately having fun, so I figured just let them keep the strong Pokemon. That's just sort of a little DM tip. I'd just let them have it. However, during their training, Jess's Poliwag was able to evolve after the long line of foes they had been taking on, with Austin spamming hypnosis on all of them. So, Waggypole had become Whirlypole. Abigail's shiny Caterpie underwent a training battle with Kurt's Chimchar to help stimulate their growth, and they both evolved from this mock fight. After the results of their training, the trainers felt themselves a little bit stronger and wiser from the training themselves, getting some small and much needed stat boosts. As the party left the city back into the verdant, now life-filled forest, they were met by a creature who wore banana leaves as more improv than rather evolved wings. The party is not impressed by their guide and feels threatened by them. They instead try to pull a fast one by tricking their new guide in by hiding their identities, but their new guide was able to recognize Jess because of their close relationship with Matthew over the years as a friend and colleague under Professor Dogwood. The guide pointed their watch at the party, which revealed all the sort of DMV-esque pictures and IDs that came with the watch. Some very unflattering pictures from all of them. They were all not ready except for Abigail, who seemed too ready in her picture. He then introduced himself as Jacob, Coral's brother. He also let the party know that while he was officially acting as a guide, Matthew had tipped him off to an incoming Chikorita migration coming through the forest as well. He offered the party to hop on Tropius while offering them a piece of fruit from the giant plant dinosaur's neck, where the party thinks and tries to make this Tropius undergo what they thought was self-cannibalism. Yeah, some typical party bullshit. They then bullied Jacob, oh no, and his Tropius for a good while before they continued on their journey, finally getting them to shut up after giving them the rest of the fruit on Tropius's neck and persuading/shaking him down to give up the last of his jerky and grass Pokemon food. I actually had to cut out a lot of how long the party was bullying this character based off my real life friend. It was insane. I felt legitimately bad for the character, and I was attacked personally. They also bullied their slave Sean, but that's not new. Jacob got some water samples before heading out from the nearby river, and Jacob explains some more information about Foxglove Forest's biome and some legend in the river known as the River King, where Poliwag and Poliwhirl gather to fight to the death. Jess, though, not interested, decided to fish and fished up an old boot. Meanwhile, while Jacob was getting this water sample, an angry-looking Poliwag poked its head above the water and shot him in the face with a water gun. This Poliwag chirped and called 14 other Poliwags to the battle. So, you gotta roll for that initiative. After Umi demonstrated that she had enough power to suck one dry from one move, and Jess tried to prove her resourcefulness by using her new Mareep, Sean the Mareep to sort of send a electric shock into the water, The party realized that the river contained dozens more Poliwag, a sort of small but growing army, and with the help of Jacob and Tropius, they hopped onto Tropius's back quite hastily and took off. The Poliwags blasted Tropius, which unfortunately poisoned this giant leaf-winged dinosaur, and they began to flap weakly, losing altitude and balance. Abigail was the first to fall off, failing her strength saving throw, with Jess and Jenny jumping after Abigail, trying to save her. Jacob and Kurt were able to stay on successfully on this Tropius' back. The party then awoke to find variations of Chikorita tending their wounds or running into them from danger. Odd hybrid Pokemon that seemed to have characteristics of another Pokemon, but the body of a Chikorita. I'd like to give credit to the artist who I got the inspiration from. Their name is, or their handle is 1 megawatt, sort of like the electrical term. I will put a link in the description just to make sure that they get the credit that they deserve. They did a fantastic job. All the variations are very cutely and well done. So if you get a chance, check them out and see what other variations they've made other than the Chikorita. And if they have a sort of problem with this, go ahead and let them know. I'll talk with them, and we'll go from there. But hopefully they let us use them. The party then all headed towards a grove, following the Chikorita. Jess's Chikorita guide was one that seemed to have some very fluffy characteristics, almost as if it belonged to a Whimsicott. However, they got stuck in every brush, and branches kept sticking into their wool. Abigail's Chikorita guide was a smaller Chikorita with a lovely leaf coat, but definitely as if they still needed to grow to really bloom. And Jenny's Chikorita was one that was royal-looking, a sweet-smelling Chikorita with a pattern of a certain grass starter and a sort of banner for a leaf on its head. But after being escorted to this hidden grove, they were also met by a huge Meganium, along with several Chikorita of all variations and Bayleaf as well. This inexplicable huge Meganium that seemed to tower over all the trees was now looking straight at the party as they exited the woods. All eyes were now on the party, waiting to see what they did. And that's where we ended our session. Thank you so much for listening. Again, if you like what we do and want to support us financially, please visit our Patreon at patreon.com/OCPKMNpod. I think that's it. I don't know if there's the... if you just like us as people, see what we do with our spare time when we're not recording, check out our Instagram at instagram.com/theOCPKMNpod.
Podcast.
Yeah. That was full. Shout out to our patrons, Mars, and I believe we're going to call Jacob's character now as Farley. Farley is a sailor who helps his former crewmate, now newer crewmate, find this giant whale lord that killed the old crewmate's entire crew. Oh. So he's now the captain for Captain Ahab from Moby Dick.
Yeah, that's so cool.
He has all ghost Pokemon. And he is actually, he sings sea shanties with them. So right now we'll reveal that he has a jelly scent. And Mars also requested a new Pokemon after we made the Wartortle super fucking evil. Raichu.
Raichu?
The Raichu's super fucking evil. They requested that they like Abra. And they also were okay with the name being Bruh.
Bruh. Just God. Bruh.
Yeah, bruh.
Dude. Could you imagine the Abra asking a question? Dude. Bruh. Why would you ask this question?
His name's not Dude, it's Bruh.
I'm gonna call it Dude.
Why?
Bruh. Because Dude. Bruh.
He's a boy. One of you can roll for size. One of you can roll for... let's do age. So do like a D100 for age. One of you can do...
Size?
So we did size. No. Did we do size already?
No, we haven't rolled.
No, who's rolling size?
I'll do it.
Okay. What are you doing?
Age.
I want age.
Oh, sorry, yeah, age.
We can also do temperament.
I can do the temperament then.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then we can do shiny or not.
I got a 4.
They are not shiny. Oh yeah, roll again.
But I rolled a 4.
Well, you rolled before you knew what you had. How are the dice supposed to know?
It was
The shiny roll goes first. 18 to 20 is going to be shiny. 15, so close. They're glossy.
Goddamn.
They're oily. It's an oily abra.
Oh god.
Slippery abra.
Ew.
Alright, we're going to go ahead and roll for size. Out of 20, this is
It's an 8.
8. They are a little under average. They're underweight. They're slightly underweight.
Oh, no, it's because Jorkle was eating all the food.
This is like a teen abra.
Oily.
Oily, a little underweight.
You don't know that yet.
Yeah, no, go ahead and roll 8.
Oh no.
I'll pull up the temperaments.
98.
Oh,
It's an old ass afro.
Oh my god. They're almost 100. Holy
They
shit.
moisturize excessively.
Oh god. Oh god.
Holy shit, they're fucking 98.
Why can't I roll that good on my own thing?
I know, right? You can catch anything with a 98 pretty much.
I'm that deer.
Alright, and we're gonna do temperaments.
I shall roll for temperament. I got a 1.
They are brave.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
So they're an old, oily,
brave.
brave abra who's slightly underweight.
No.
It's like a recently divorced, recently widowed widower. What? They're boy already.
Oh.
Yeah, because there's another podcast. They're known as the Roaring Trainers, which they're very good good to listen to. So go ahead and go listen to them. Why not? If anyone listens to this, that's fine. Okay.
Can we roll for the jelly scent?
Yeah, let's go and roll for jelly scent.
Size.
Okay. You want to roll for shiny again?
Yes.
Go ahead. 18 to 20.
17. 17.
17. Rude.
11.
Oh.
Why do you want them to be oily?
This is nice.
Okay, size for the jelly scent.
Alright.
And we can also come up with weird facts about the ghost Pokemon as well as Farley. So we have been given permission for that.
That's a 2.
2 is a tiny jelly scent. It's so small.
How old is it?
How old is jelly scent?
Yes. Oh, 15. Baby.
15.
It's a baby.
15 months.
15 months.
It evolved so fast.
Oh, no.
I have evolved.
I have evolved.
Oh, he's so small. How big would he be? When he's like this big or what?
I'll look up how big normal jelly scent are. Go ahead and roll for temperament. If someone wants to.
A 2.
A 2. 2 is stubborn.
I think that fits.
So
pretty well.
literally, yeah, they're like a pixie.
15-year-old.
A pixie.
Oh, I didn't get it.
You did.
Okay.
I hope
So,
I didn't get any.
Regular jelly scent are normally 7 feet. 7 feet tall with 3 inches, and then they're 297 pounds.
Oh my god.
Almost 300 pounds.
What the freaking?
Do you know that? Do you know in Finding Nemo when they have all of those big jellyfish, but there's like that really tiny? one?
Oh yeah.
That is squishy.
Yeah,
It's
the
going to be my
little
squishy. Squishy. Oh, bad squishy.
We'll go ahead and roll a Someone roll a d6. This is going to be minimum of 3 feet.
3.
Okay. So they're 3 feet tall.
No.
Actually,
Use me as reference.
how tall are you?
I'm 5'2".
5'2"? I'll say they're 1 foot tall. They're a foot long.
$5 foot long.
The size of a
Okay,
Subway
so they're a foot long. They're a foot long jellies.
Wait, we're using zigzagoon measurements here.
Yeah,
with beautiful eyes. No.
So one zigzag.
One zigzagoon with beautiful eyes.
Stunning.
Stunning.
Okay, and what's a weird fact that we can come up with about Jellicent and Farley?
So the Jellicent is stubborn.
Yeah. I'll say the Jellicent does not like to admit that they lost in a board game or anything. And they're just like, I didn't lose. Like, you clearly lost, dude. And then they just hit the board game. They're really bad losers.
They're like Gaston.
Yeah.
My word, I Gaston.
I can relate. Just like me.
Can they have like similar personality to Gaston?
Oh, no.
No.
Why not?
Just one thing at a time here.
Damn it.
For Farley, can he had like a previous obsession for whales, and so now he has like a love-hate relationship with them?
Or is it like a tick?
Huh?
Yeah, like
you know what?
whales.
You know, yeah. Like he just like randomly says it. He's like, "Oh, so I went to this cafe and whales." I mean, I had like an omelet and it was filled to the brim with blowholes. I mean, blowholes.
What? You said buttholes. But when you just said holes, I was like, okay.
So he just has Tourette's?
It's a tick. It's a tick.
Oh no.
So he has a love-hate relationship. So is it? Are you thinking more like, what a beautiful creature? I can't wait to kill it.
Yes.
It's like an obsession now.
Well, because okay, so the guy that he's captain of already has the obsession. So the guy already has an obsession.
Mm-hmm.
So Farley is different though.
Not like obsessed, like he just liked them a lot.
Yeah.
He loved them.
He loved them?
Yeah.
Okay.
They were his favorite Pokemon.
Oh no.
That's why he became a sailor.
Okay.
See some whales.
Oh
To have a whale all the time.
Oh no.
Okay, we'll say that. So Farley loves whales. Jellicent is a bad loser because they are so stubborn and they are small. So they're kind of like that common trope where it's a hot-headed, tiny dude who doesn't like admitting that he's shorter than everyone else.
no.
And Mars's Abra is 98 years old, oily, a brave soul,
He's a brave one.
Skinny.
and slightly underweight. Feed your Abra. Okay, that'll do it, guys. Thank you so much again for listening, and we'll catch you next time. Say bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Bruh.